Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another one of our summer schools content classes. And today is all about how you can create an abundance of content literally in a minute. 2 minutes max. You just got to get into this flow of what I'm going to teach you today. We've been running this way of thinking, if you like. It's a bit of a mindset shift to get you into creating content. And when I share this with you, you'll have a few blips. It'll be like, okay, is that really interesting to my audience? The thing is, and I taught this last night when I was asked to speak at the Wedding Club in Norwich, was people get in their head about how important or how interesting that content is because they're in a flow, or anyone really when they start out is in a flow of making content for themselves. Do I think this is good enough? Well, I'm going to share with you a way and a system today of how you can create an abundance of content, never get stuck for content ideas because you're making content for your audience, for your people, based on what they ask and how they ask it and the conversations you have. So if that sounds interesting to you, give me a smash the like button and say hi in the comments. Please let me know where you're tuning in from today, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or the like, and whereabouts in our beautiful world you are tuning in from. So before I dive in anymore, what beverage? Again, on the lemon and ginger today. Now, people say to me, Stephen, why do you reference what tea you drink? People who know me from old, if you will, over the last sort of 5, 6, 7 years will be aware of the Tea with Steve community. And it all started many years ago, but really took off during COVID when I was doing content just like this to help people in COVID. We had a thing called Elevenses, the British morning tea thing. And I was just sharing what brew I was drinking. And it's kind of gone on. Did you know that Gary Vee stole it from me during COVID? Call it Tea with Gary Vee. But anyway, another story. But there's a piece of content I can create from that, sharing a little story. So last night I was at the Wedding Club. I want to share a quick insight into that and all the different topics that we covered. And then you'll be aware of what's coming in the future. Because if these guys in small, medium-sized businesses locally to me have got these challenges with regards to social media, content creation, etc., I'm sure people online will have too. So whenever I have a meeting, whenever I have a conversation with somebody that is interesting and they ask me a question, I'm able to answer it and solve it. Remember, questions at the start of the week, FAQs. I do a thing called a PMR. Now, we teach this in the Heartbrand Academy. We also teach it on our Courage Before Confidence mobile video course. And it's called a post-meeting review. Now, I was asked last night, why post-meeting? Why can't you do this thing when you're going to an event? Well, the thing is, we use the post-meeting review because you're sharing something that is real, true, in the moment. You've just experienced it and it's fresh and you haven't got to think about it because you've just answered or solved that problem. So here's an example. I was at the Wedding Club last night teaching social media marketing, personal branding for small businesses in the wedding industry. And when I left there, I did a PMR, a post-meeting review, where I grabbed my phone and I made a video based on the previous meeting. Now, you can do this in any meeting you have during the day, any email you read, any conversation you have on the phone, on a Zoom, or even face-to-face if you're lucky to be having those. But it's called a post-meeting review because you're doing a review of the previous meeting. What I like to do is I like to take the key questions out of that meeting and then answer them in video content. It gives me an abundance of content. And it's content that people are asking me questions about. So, Stephen, how do I create content? What about tech? Don't like Facebook, don't like the way I look and sound. How can I get over the fear of video, etc., etc.? I've heard this thing about AI. So in each one of those questions, I can do what we call a PMR, or a post-meeting review. And literally, I pick up my phone and I press record and I start with a hook. I tell a story, and at the end, I tell the person what to do next, like the video, or share the video with a friend who needs to see or hear this. Come and join our Facebook group. So the idea is that you pick up your phone and straight away you say, in this video, I'm going to share with you, or here are the 3 secrets. Here's the step 2, like I shared with you in the viral hooks yesterday. So you can take your hook, and you should always have a hook at the start of your video, and then share a story, but answering a question. solving a problem. And at the end of the video, you tell them what to do next. That's like your micro call to action. It's not leading to a sale, it's leading to the next logical step. Because the reason we do short form content is to create brand awareness. Short form content will always create you brand awareness. It won't necessarily lead to a sale. Yes, you'll be hearing of people making sales on TikTok and Instagram and even YouTube Shorts and things like that. But if you want to build a real relationship with your clients and not just a one-step sale transactional thing so that they never come back again, because we want to really increase the lifetime revenue of our customer, then what you want to do is you want to be building brand awareness, leading them to some depth content, a little bit more of you, so you can sell that higher ticket product. Because you might be making short form content and sell it on places like TikTok, and you might be selling it for $97. But the thing is, that's the $97. And if you haven't got your sales system built out, then the lifetime value of that client is $97. Whereas people come into our sales processes and they're getting lots of brand awareness every single day. This video is even brand awareness. This the short form is brand awareness, and then we're leading them through a process to come to a community. If they've had 5 or 10 touch points with me, and if you haven't heard about it in the past, go and Google ZMOT, Zero Moment of Truth. It's a piece of information about Google about how many touch points people need. If you are creating all these different touch points, you're creating a deeper level of trust and understanding in who you are. So pick your phone up after every meeting, or if not every meeting, you don't want to make that much content. Do you know what? Your one a day would be great to get consistency. If you have a meeting or you learn something from somebody, PMR. Pick up your phone, press record, tell them what they're going to get straight away, because you've got 6 to 7 seconds to grab a human's attention, because we have a short attention span. Then tell a story around the question that you're answering, and then tell them what to do next. That, my friends, is PMR, and that is how you can have an abundance of content every single day. Every meeting you go to, every conversation you have, every email you read, if you can solve a micro problem for the person who's getting in touch with you or the person you have a conversation with, that is useful to all of your audience. Please don't think it's just, it's so small, it's insignificant. So please, if you're enjoying these, press the share button, share them with people who need to see them. Because the idea for this content through Summer School is this. We're trying to help as many people as possible so they can get the next level up, just 1% a day growth in their business, so they can really make a positive impact in the world. Because, my friends, so many people are doing it wrong, and I don't want to see you doing that. So share meaningful content and have a real positive impact in the world. Please smash the like button. I'll see you tomorrow for our final one of the week. And if you've got any questions that you want answering, please put them in the comments or just send me a direct message. Take care. Much love. Big Daddy out.